Good afternoon, Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas Strong and Fearless on the 29th of November here in Las Vegas. I know you had a good Thanksgiving because you're beginning to think differently. And if you've been following me throughout the year, you're realizing thought is very, very important. For that is where your power is. Not the outer, but the inner. Just like I've been teaching, the outer is a reflection of the inner. Do not live on your five senses, the conscience. 2021, determined to live allowing the subconscious to move you outwardly, to help you increase inwardly, to help you grow inwardly, because that's where the power is, inwardly. And that's why I keep saying cause, thought, will result in effects, cause and effect. It's the law. Well, this afternoon, we're going to be talking about a greater force. A greater force. Part 1. Now, in your experience, let me talk to you about my experience. In my experience recently, I had a person, a family member, that experienced a death. A death in her immediate family. And she called me and she was asking me why this occurred. Why did this person pass away? Why did this person leave me? If there is a God, which there is, why did he allow this to occur? Then I had someone else call me and ask me, do you know anybody looking to hire somebody? Because I just lost my job. I need to pay the rent. I need to pay payments on my car. Why did this occur? Why am I in a state of dryness? Why? Well, you might be asking the same question. Why am I going through this divorce? Why am I getting bad news from the doctor telling me I have this sickness? Why has this virus occurred in my life? Why? I'm going to tell you why. It's called LIFE. It's called life. Remember this. Everything that occurs in your life, the good or the bad, is called life. It's going to happen. It happens in the animal kingdom. It happens in nature. It happens in the environment. Why shouldn't it happen to us? It's called life. But keep in mind, even though these things are occurring in your life and in my life, there's a greater force that will help you overcome whatever comes your way. Now, I taught in the past on the belief on the subject of a formless substance, the belief of the universal God, the belief that there's something greater than us that is in charge. Now, you may think you're in charge. No, you're not in charge. Your life and my life, sometimes when we leave, something occurs and we wonder, why does this occur? We can't control sometimes situations that occur in our life outwardly. But you can control a lot of things that happen to you inwardly. So there's greater force that you must accept in your own form of thinking. Now, to me, it's my God in Jesus Christ. But to you, it may be another form of force. But it's got to be a higher form, the super subconscious, we call it. It may be another form of your way of finding that higher force in this particular religion or this particular idea. I don't know, and I don't really, it's up to you. I'm not here to try to change you. I'm having a hard time changing myself. I remember when I was with somebody and they told me, well, you're not making me happy, and I'm always sad and depressed. And I told that person, it's not my job. You have to make yourself happy. You have to make yourself full of joy. I'm having a hard time working on myself. And that's the way it is. But there's a force, a higher force, a formless substance. And all you have to learn is to connect to that higher force, to connect to that super conscience, to connect and to walk, understanding that life is life. But whatever comes into my life, because of my thought process, I'm going to be okay. You have to believe that. You're going to be okay. I was talking to somebody this morning. I'm one that deals with prevention. I like to take different, like golden seal. I like to take rosemary. I like to take different herbs and a lot of different stuff that helps me to prevent situations or sicknesses down the road. So it's all about prevention. But at the same time, I understand connecting to this higher power, connecting to the super subconscious, connecting to the universal God. If you do that in 2021, you're going to be okay. Now remember, we're dealing with a holistic individual here. And I'm talking about connecting to the spirit, the soul, to the Almighty. If you connect, that's why I begin my show, my other show, but I want to begin this show, I want to mention this in this show, that He and I are one. He and I are one. All this in the world, all this universal, all this nature, all this power is within me. Because the thought process, keep in mind, whoever made all this universe, whoever ever made this world, whoever made me, had a thought. And the result is me and the universe. So that power is in me as I connect to Him. If you do that, you'll be amazed on the opportunity or the beautiful blessings you will receive. How much time I got over there, Webmaster? Okay, I got a few minutes. Keep in mind, all things, as I keep mentioning, are cause and effect. Everything I think about is the result. A lot of times we get ourselves into a situation, and let's talk about this virus going on right now. I have a friend, computer whiz, and one day he says, my computer got a virus. I said, wait a minute. You mean your computer got a virus? How do you fix it? Well, I have to refresh my computer. I have to figure out how to remove that virus. It's the same thing in your body. You can prevent viruses from coming in if you learn how to refresh your body and how to take care of your body. That's why we talk about the holistic individual, the mind, the body, and the soul. The body is a slave to your mind. It's not the other way around. It's not your mind a slave to your body. If you think health, are you thinking health? Are you talking health? Or are you around people that always talk about sicknesses and prescription medicine or doctor? If you're doing that, that's what's going to come into your life. I teach a class that's called the Law of Attraction. We're like magnets. We attract whatever we're thinking. So if you're thinking this form, that's what's going to come in. So you need to learn how to remove or really prevent viruses from coming into your system. This is part one. Part two, we'll continue next week on the subject, a greater force. God bless you. Before we go, don't forget to take out your credit card or email and help us to fund this show as we're going to begin two new shows in 2021. This show is for you to get stronger. Vegas, strong and fearless. That's what it's all about. God bless you. We'll see you next week.